Hey guys, Mr. Mewman back here again today, and today I'm back here with another master set. This one being the latest one, Astral Radiance. So before I get started, just a little bit about the set. I am using an Ultimate Guard Quadrow Zipfolio. The Ultra Rares will be in these nice Dragon's Shield black mats, and all the commons, uncommons, reverse holos, those will be in KMC Perfect Fits. So on to the set. This set will have 374 cards. This is the 216 cards in the normal set, 128 reverse holos, the 30 trainer gallery cards for a total of 374. But I am also including, like I do in my other master sets, 7 exclusive cards that I will point out, and those are also listed down below. And I'm also trying something different with this set. I am including 4 promos throughout the set. And I will point those out as they were mainly cut promos that should have been in the set, but they were made into promos. So I decided to put them where they would have fallen in the set. And I'll also list those down in the description below. So with that being said, let's get on to this set. So starting out here, Beedrill V, Hisuian Voltorb, and as I do with all the master sets that we have, I always put the reverse holo next to the normal common or uncommon or whatever it might be. So from there, Hisuian Electrode, Scyther, and another Scyther, Yanma, and Yanmega, Heracross, Kricketot, Kricketune, Combee, Vespiquen, Leafeon, Shaman, Petalil, Hisuian Lilligant, Hisuian Lilligant V, and Hisuian Lilligant VSTAR, Rowlet, and Dartrix, Ponyta and Rapidash, Cyndaquil, Quilava, Heatran V, Heatran V Max, Radiant Heatran. So this is the first set featuring Radiant Pokemon. There are 3 in this set. Psyduck and Golduck, Starmie V, Swinub, Piloswine, and Mamoswine, Mantine, Barboach, Wishcast, Regice, and Glaceon. Then you have the Origin Form Palkia V and the Origin Form Palkia V-Star. Oshawott, Dewott, Hisuian Basculin, Hisuian Basculegion, and we have our first exclusive here in the non-holo Keldeo. So you can see we have a non-holo when the normal in the set is a holo, and then you have the reverse holos. That is our first exclusive I am including in this set. From there we move on to Radiant Greninja, so our second Radiant card. Bergmite, Hisuian Avalugg, and Galarian Mr. Rime V. We have Luxray, Regieleki as our only 2 lightning Pokemon. Then we have Hisuian Typhlosion, Hisuian Typhlosion V, and Hisuian Typhlosion V-Star. Then Togepi, Togetic, and Togekiss, Misdreavus and Mismagius, Ralts, Kirlia, and Gallade, Drifloon and Drifblim, Uxie, Mesprit, and Azelf, Diancie, and then we have our next exclusive in a non-holo Wyrdeer. So we have a normal holo and a reverse in the set, but I am including the non-holo. The Growlithe and Hisuian Arcanine, Machamp V and Machamp V Max, Sudowoodo, Regirock, Cranidos, Rampardos, Lucario V, and this is the first promo that I am including. So I haven't done this with any other master sets before. This is something new I'm trying. But Lucario V-Star very well should have been in this set, but it was removed and become a promo, as you can see by the promo symbol down at the bottom. But those were together when they came out in Japanese in the theme deck. But when they came out here in English, the V came in the set, and the V-Star is a promo that was put into its own premium collection box. Normally I keep these in a promo binder, but there are so many cards that were removed from this set, and I will point those out as well, that I felt it would look great if I put it where it should have belonged in the set. So moving along, we go to Hippopotas and Hippowdon, our third Radiant card in Radiant Haluncha, Hisuian Decidueye, Hisuian Decidueye V and V-Star. We have Kleavor, we have another Kleavor. So now we have Kleavor V here, and here's our second promo that I'm adding in throughout the set, being Kleavor V-Star. So the same thing with Lucario, it was removed and made into a premium collection box. So I thought it'd be great, instead of putting it just in the promo binder, to also include it here just to see how it kind of flows, just like it should have. From there we move on to Hisuian Quillfish, we have 2 of those, and Hisuian Overquill, 2 of those. Hisuian Sneasler, or Sneasel and Hisuian Sneasler, and then a Hisuian Sneasler V. Poochyena and Mightyena. We move on to another exclusive and a non-holo Absol. Then we have the normal holo and the reverse holo. We have Darkrai V and VSTAR. And then another exclusive in Hisuian Samurott. So normally the set has a holo and a reverse holo, but I'm including the non-holo as well. From there we go to Hisuian Samurott V and VSTAR. Nickit and Thievul. Magnemite, Magneton, and another exclusive with Magnezone. There's a non-holo when the normal is a holo and reverse. From there we move to Registeel, Shieldon, Bastiodon, Bronzor and Bronzong. Then we have the Origin Form Dialga V and the Origin Form Dialga VSTAR, Ponyard and Bisharp, and then Garchomp and Regidrago as our only 2 dragons in this set. We have Eevee, Hoot Hoot, Noctowl. We have Teddiursa and Ursaring, Ursaluna, and Stantler. We have Miltank, Glameow, Purugly, and Chatot, Regigigas, Rufflet, and Hisuian Braviary. And the last 2 Pokemon in the set will be Oranguru V and Wyrdeer V before we get on to our trainers. So the very first trainer we see, Adaman, is a non-holo exclusive. So the normal is a holo, and then we have the reverse holo, but I'm also including the non-holo. That is our 6th one. And we have Canceling Cologne, Choi, and Silene. Dark Patch, Energy Lotto, Featherball, Gapejaw Bog, Gardenia's Vigor, Grant, Gutsy Pickaxe, Hisuian Heavy Ball, and this is our last exclusive so far. So Irida, which is a non-holo exclusive, this makes 7. All these non-holos come from the build and battle kit. So if you open a couple of the build and battle kits, is more likely that's how you've probably already gotten them in your kits. But if not, I'm sure they're out there. There should be plenty of them. So if you want to add those in, there are 7 currently total, and they may add some later. So we have the rest there. Jubilife Village, Kamado. We have Roxanne, Spicy Seasoned Curry, Super Effective Glasses, Sweet Honey, Switch Cart, Temple of Sinnoh, Trekking Shoes, Unidentified Fossil, Wait and See Turbo, and our last trainer in this set is Zissou. From there we move on to the full arts, and I will hold these up so we can all get a better look here. So we start with the Beedrill V in our first alternate art, Beedrill V. So there are 6 alternate arts in this set, so Beedrill being one of them. We have both of the Hisuian Lilligants, so the normal full art and the alternate art. From there, we will move on to Virizion V. So this is one card I would like to point out. There is currently no normal Virizion V in this set. It was cut from the set. Maybe it will be released as a promo later on. But there are 4 additional Vs that were cut from this set. Virizion is one of them, and I'm hoping to add those in once they are released. So from there we move on to Heatran, Starmie, and right now we see the Origin Form Palkia, but the normal Origin Form Palkia full art has also been cut from the set. So that is the second one that I'll be including later on. Luxray, Hisuian Typhlosion, Jirachi, this is our 3rd one. The normal V has been cut from the set and still not released. We have Machamp V, one of my favorite cards from the set, the alternate art Machamp V. And you can see here Lucario V, this is a full art. This is an additional promo that I'm adding in. So you'll see down below in the description, I have this listed as an additional promo. That's because in Japan, we received Lucario V and VSTAR as a theme deck, and they were, of course, over here released in the set and in the premium collection, but currently they do not have a full art. So what I'm hoping is the Darkrai was the other theme deck that they received. I'm hoping that we will also eventually receive a full art Darkrai. That's just kind of guessing and maybe some speculation, nothing confirmed, of course. But I would like to see that, and then I would include that in here as well, since this is where Darkrai V and VSTAR, this is where you get them out of Astral Radiance. From there, we move on to Hisuian Decidueye, and we have another promo that I've added in. So this is the 4th one that I've currently added in the set. Kleavor V, which was cut from the set, made into a promo with that VSTAR. So there are 4 that I've added in currently, and there are 4 that I'm hoping to add in as soon as they release. From there, you have Hisuian Sneasler and the alternate art. We have the Hisuian Samurott V, and then now we have the alternate art origin form Dialga. So the normal full art Dialga is not in this set. It was also cut with the Palkia. So between the origin form and Palkia and Dialga full arts and the normal Virizion and Jirachi Vs, those are 4 more cards I'm hoping to add in once they release. From there we move on to Garchomp, Oranguru, and Wyrdeer to finish off the full art Pokemon. Going into Adaman, Choi, Silene, Gardenia's Vigor, and Grant. So moving on to the next set of pages here. We have Irida and Kamado, Roxanne, and Zisu. Starting with the Rainbow Rares, we have Hisuian Lilligant V-Star and Heatran V-Max. We have Origin Form Palkia V-Star and Hisuian Typhlosion. We have Machamp V-Max and Hisuian Decidueye V-Star. And then Kleavor V-Star and Hisuian Samurott V-Star. So you can see that the Kleavor V-Star was already in here as the rainbow, but the normal one was cut. So I feel it looks a lot better with the promos added in. We move on to the Origin Form Dialga V-Star. And then now into the Rainbow Trainers, Adaman, Choi, and Silene. Gardenia's Vigor, Grant, Irida, and Kamado. Roxanne, Zisu. And now we move on to our gold cards in Origin Form Palkia V-Star, Hisuian Samurott V-Star. And I will turn the page here. Moving on to the Origin Form Dialga V-Star. Our gold item is Choice Belt, and we have quite a bit of stadiums here. Jubilife Village, Path to the Peak, which is a really neat artwork, Temple of Sinnoh, which is another really neat artwork, and Trekking Shoes. And then we have the Double Turbo Energy. So that is the end of the main set. Moving on to the Trainer Gallery, we have Abomasnow, Flapple and Kingdra, Frostmoth and Gardevoir, Wyrdeer and Phalanx, and then Kleavor and Mightyena, Galarian Obstagoon and Bronzong, and then my favorite of the normal character cards, Hoot Hoot. We move on to the character card Vs, so Starmie with Misty on there. We have Ice Rider Calyrex V and V Max. And we have Galarian Articuno and Shadow Rider Calyrex V. Moving on, we have the Shadow Rider Calyrex V Max and Galarian Zapdos V, Galarian Moltres V, and Zacian V. And then Zamazenta V and Garchomp V with Cynthia on there as our last character card. We do have some full arts in here, some full art trainers with Alistair and B, Melanie and Milo, and then Pierce. And then we have 2 gold cards and Ice Rider Calyrex VMAX and Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX. And I also have listed here the Hisuian Typhlosion with the stamp on it that was from GameStop. And as you may notice, there are 2 spots here. Right now, nothing goes there. What I'm hoping is they will eventually release 2 more exclusives, which will shift everything down 2. And then I'll add in the additional 4 promos, which is the Virizion, the Jirachi, the Origin Form Palkia, and the Origin Form Dialga in full arts, and that would be add 4 more down to here. And then I would keep the pre-release promos down here, which would line the binder up perfectly. But we will have to see if they release any exclusives here in the near future. They usually do. You know, you'll get some a couple months after the set. But for now, this is the full complete set that we have. So I want to thank all of you who've been supporting the channel since we've started our master set journey dating back with the Sword and Shield base set. If you could comment down below what the first master set that you started watching with us. And if you haven't, make sure you guys like and make sure you subscribe. I want to thank you guys for joining, and we'll see you next time.